Hey guys, welcome back to Father and Son Investing, the channel that wants you to get your kids, the young people in your life, investing, get them making their money work for them. You know, at some point your money reaches a tipping point where it will be making more money than what you're putting into it every month. That tipping point then becomes a place where you can potentially retire or get really close to it, or do the things that you've always wanted to do by letting your money work for you. All right, enough of that. Although there's never enough of that. Just get your kids going, get your grandchildren going. You've heard it. Okay, I just want to talk today about what I've been investing in this week. I like looking for bargains. I think we all do. You try to buy a sale when you're buying clothes or when you're buying a car, and certainly when you're buying equities, you're looking for a sale. Well, there have been a lot of equities on sale this week. Here's just some of what I've been purchasing today and why I think they're worth looking into. You can decide for yourself. Number one, I bought some ARK ETFs. You may be thinking, why are you buying ETFs? There's a fee with those, isn't there? Well, yes, there is, but you get what you pay for. And right now, ARK ETFs are a bargain. So I bought some ARK Genomic Revolution. If you're not familiar with that, here's just a list of the things that are in there. There are 60 companies within this ETF. It shows you the weighting of each of these. Teladoc is right up there at the top. Of course, Teladoc stock is plummeting right now. I do own Teladoc. I think that it's a company that is going to survive this, and I think it really is going to be a big part of the future of medicine. I do teleradiology all the time. I get images from my company in another state. I read them here where I live, and I send them right back. And it works fantastically. Imagine being able to do that visiting your doctor. Teladoc, great stock. I think it's coming back. It's taken a little lump. It's taking its lumps right now down to like 150. Ouch, it was almost 300 just a couple of months ago. Anyway, that's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about the ARK Genomic Revolution. There are a whole bunch of companies in here that all of their stock prices have plummeted recently. CRISPR, it's down to like $105 or so now. It was well up over 160, almost 190 earlier this year. CRISPR, Invitae, Beam, so many of these. You can own little bits of all of them by just buying the ETF. So you got a teenager, you got a young person who wants to own some of all of these companies, can't afford to own all the shares. They can buy one share of ARK Genomic Revolution. How much does it cost right now? Well, I'm glad you asked. It's just around $80 today. Earlier this year, it was over $110. So that's a nice little, it's on sale. And while we're talking ARK, let's just also talk about the other ARK ETF that I purchased, which is ARK Innovation. Again, a lot of companies in here. Stock price has been coming down. Coinbase, what did I see it down to? 280 today? Something like that. Of course, when it came out, it shot right up to like 370. So all of these things, again, on sale. Of course, if you buy the Innovation ETX, you're also going to get a bunch of Teladoc. That is a very popular company with ARK. But you'll also get Roku and Square and Shopify and Spotify and Zoom videos. So all of these things that you may be interested in, but maybe you don't have enough money to purchase all of them, you can get little bits of them with ARK Innovation ETF. It is also on sale. What's the stock price today? Just shy of $110. Earlier this year, it was up to a high of $156. So that's almost 30% off, 26% off compared to what it was earlier this year. Let's just go back and take a look at the companies in the ARK Innovation ETF. Tesla, Teladoc, Roku, Square, Shopify, Coinbase, CRISPR. Of course, you do end up with some duplication if you're buying both of the ETFs that I have purchased. But there are a lot of other ones in here that you're not going to be getting in the genomic ETF. These are all companies that are on the rise, that are increasing their revenue, that are this is kind of the future, and you can get little bits of it. So that's what I've been purchasing. What else? I bought some more MP materials. I think this one's on sale as well. if you're not familiar with them, I did a video about it, but they produce rare earth elements, all of the things that go into, magnets and electronics that are going to drive the future. So MP Materials, a site in Nevada, it's really kind of the biggest one in North America, and they aim to be able to take over the U.S. market for this. Right now, most of the rare earth minerals are coming out of Asia, particularly China is where they get refined. Of course, this company is actually still sending its product to China to be refined, but they're also creating a plant where they can take over the refining process themselves. So MP Materials, it's right around $28 today. I saw it as a bargain and I purchased some more. What else am I buying? Twitter. It's on sale. It's down from its high of 77 or so. Actually made it to a high of $80 intraday on one of those days. Down to $53.79. It's certainly come down a lot within the last few days. Last Friday, it lost 15% in one day. It's done a little better since then. But in the last month, it's down 22%. That sounds like a pretty good deal to me. I don't see Twitter going away. I use Twitter, not so much because I like to tweet. In fact, I don't know if I have ever sent a tweet. But I do like to use it to find out what's happening. News, events, news about stocks, news about other things that are happening in the world. Sometimes those just go out over tweets. So Twitter, great source, so many users out there, and their advertisements are very easy to watch. I get these 15-second advertisements. That's no big deal, and Twitter's making money off of them. Here's another stock that I really like. Somebody helped me pronounce it better the other day. Freeport-McMoRan. It's not quite how it looks when you see it, but Freeport-McMoRan. A mining company, their stock is soaring. I did a video about them last week, and I also did another one about them earlier. Their stock was in the low 30s on the first video that I did. Let's take a peek at where it's at today. Freeport-McMoRan, almost $44 a share. So if you purchased it back on that first video, you've made a nice increase, 30% increase in your money. Some people might think this has made the end of its run. I don't think so. Copper prices are way up, and copper is really going to be the metal of the future, at least in the next 5 years, as all of this green energy and electric vehicle manufacturing really takes off. All right, just one last thing that I was purchasing. I purchased some more today. SOFI, IPOE. I know a lot of people are not happy because it's a SPAC that has to do with Chamath Palihapitiya. He seems to anger a lot of people, but this company, the vote for the merger should be taking place at the end of May. I can't see any reason why it won't go through. After that, it will be listed on the stock market as SOFI, S-O-F-I. And people will forget about Chamath Palihapitiya with this one. Their CEO is a wizard. He is gifted at running this company, and he is really taking it to new levels. Of course, they're waiting on their bank charter, and once they get that, the cost of their capital is going to go way down, and that is going to improve their bottom line. Meanwhile, they just continue to expand their services. Last month, they actually also partnered with Coursera to do some educational videos for their members. They don't call them customers, they're members. Now, I am a military retiree, so I have USAA, which is a fantastic financial institution for many things. If I wasn't, I think I would be jumping into SOFI. Regardless, I'm buying their stock. It hit $15 again today. That's kind of where my low point is, so I bought some more. So it had hit $15 a week or 3 weeks ago. I bought some IPOE, and it just made it to the $15. Actually dipped below $15 a little bit today. It's already back up over 16. So every time it hits 15, I'm just looking to purchase some more. IPOE, SOFI. A year from now, I see a big increase in my purchases of SOFI. All right, so that's what I've been purchasing recently. That's what's on sale. Great to look for things that are on sale. Also, really solid companies. I was discussing with my wife just the other day, the stocks that we own that are really doing well are companies that have been around for a long time. Walgreens, Coca-Cola. So hopefully you own some of those in your portfolio as well, and not just buying some of these more wild, popular stocks, which might turn a quick buck, but also can see a lot of volatility in their stock price. Let me put in one last plug for teens and investing. Now, I'm not making any money from anything that I'm recommending here. Trust me, a YouTube channel with 5,000 subscribers is not making money. But teenvestor.com, teenvestor.com. In fact, let me pull that up. Nice site here where you can get your grandchildren, your children, your godchildren, your nephews, your neighbor next door into learning about investing. They even have a little certification course that people can do. But there are a lot of things in here that can teach you a whole bunch about money and investing and how to get going. Roth IRA, let me just say that again, Roth IRA. There's even a lot of stuff in this website that will also echo what I've been saying about your children and Roth IRA's custodial account. There's a video that I set up about how to do that. And I also left a referral code that will get you extra money. Again, I'm not getting anything from it. In fact, my son doesn't even pay me for all these videos that I've been making. I'm making nothing. Just doing this for fun and encouraging people to get their young people investing. Okay, that's it for today. Until next time, enjoy yours and your teenagers investing.